Alright, what's going on, guys? T Torres back here for another video. So as you can see, we have the Trail 125 behind us. We're heading to Dembokse Motorsports to be installing, we're going to be installing some front forks by YSS and Racing Bros rear shocks. Not very good or have the equipment or the tools to do the front forks, but I'll be able to do the Racing Bros rear shocks as well. Never had any Racing Bro products, so I'm curious to see how they are going to feel on the rear. And then Wayne from the Speed Shop, thanks for your recommendation on the front forks for the YSS. Let's head on over to Dembokse Motorsports. Okay, we just got to the shop. Here is the YSS front fork kit that we're going to be installing. Comes with fluid, these collars, the adjustable links up here, and then we have the Racing Bros El Suspension here that obviously we're going to be putting in the rear. So hopefully this bike should be a totally different feel to it. Not that the factory was bad or anything, but I wanted to make the suspension just that much more better. So as you can see, the bike is on the lift, and we're working on getting the old springs out of the factory forks now. Boom! Get out of there. All right, top cap 17, and I think on the last one we drained about 60. What do you say? How much did we oil?
It was close to probably 60 to 70 cc's, but there's probably 100 in there total.
And we put 100 back in the right one.
Leg had different oil than the first leg.
Yeah, that one's red. The other one was what, brown?
Yeah.
That's kind of weird. All right, so factory. So here's a comparison.
Factory spring
versus new one.
This is the YSS spring.
A little bit longer.
A little bit longer.
Not as coiled. Not as compressed.
So it'll be a little stiffer spring.
And then this little black piece is going to sit down inside of the...
Drop that down in there. The longer spring down in there.
Spring going in.
New
Collar.
Washer for that one.
And then we're going to put 100 cc's of the YSS 15 weight oil back in her. That going in there.
No need to even measure this thing, as it doesn't have so much dampening characteristics, but you add and subtract oil as you need it for your ride.
Too easy. 22 up top. Tighten her up. How long do you think it took to do the first one? After
30 minutes?
Yeah, so 30 minutes aside.
It took longer to take it off the bike.
Yeah.
And you could do it on the bike, except for you can't drain the oil completely.
Right.
So
we'll just say 30 minutes aside, an hour.
You could do it on the bike without draining the oil and just measure the oil without the spring in it, and then add a little bit of oil from there. So you could do maybe 50 cc's.
So we'll just say 30 minutes aside for an hour total. Wasn't as bad as he thought it was going to be. All right, so first initial ride impressions of putting the new YSS front forks. They're a little bit stiffer. I'm going to ride it around a little bit more, get some more oil, pump it through all the orifices and stuff, and then we're going to, I think it's a 5mm nut up top to tighten them down a little bit to make it just a little bit stiffer, and we'll see what we got. There's like little perforated like silver lines on it. I think I'm going to go down an entire line and then ride it and see how it feels. But I think the biggest difference is going to be once we put the Racing Bro rear shocks on the rear. All right, so just to get you guys caught up, we are taking the rear rack off here. There's two 10mm bolts here that you need to remove. The exhaust bracket down here is two 12mm nuts, and then you have four nuts here that you need to remove as well. And then if you come over to this side, there's a little trail cover piece right here. There's a little push pin on the bottom side here, and then there's a little Phillips head, one that goes there, and then I've got the bolt off for the exhaust, so we should be able to pull the entire exhaust off now. After you remove this piece here, there's one more 12 millimeter that you need to remove here, and then the exhaust should be able to drop free. This snorkel piece that goes right here is not fun at all to take out. You got two little Allen bolts you got to take out right there, and then if you come over here, there's a little spot right here that's connected right there. So what you got to do is you got to like lift this up like perfectly, and then like, I don't know, it's just a weird angle, and you got to pull that out, and then that'll allow us to get right here to this top of the shock nut. All right, you got a 14 on the bottom and a 17 on the top, and don't forget we're on the center stand here. Okay, so we're back onto this side. 19 up top, 14 on the bottom. Then we got the new Racing Bro rear shock is on now. We're working on the other side. All right, got everything put back together.
Got a little spanner tool.
Yep, it's in the box. Got the springs adjusted. Whether you said halfway, it's 26 clicks. So
26 clicks, so you're at 13.
we're at 13 clicks in the rear. So I'm gonna take the bike off the lift and take it for a ride and see how it feels. Careful, it's loud.
The starter is actually right here where it should be, where you would want it to be.
Okay, thanks for your help. All right, we are now leaving the shop. If you guys are in the Florida Panhandle and need any kind of motorcycle work, no matter how big or how small it is, full builds, engine builds, you name it, them guys can do it. I'll leave their information down in the link to the description. And Zach, if you're watching, man, thanks for always being so kind and helpful with me on all my little projects and builds. And yeah, I can't wait to ride the trail out in the woods and see how the new suspension feels. When, like I said, I don't remember if I mentioned it or not, I went down like two little notches in the front to stiffen up the front a little bit on the YSS, and then we had it originally set down 2 inches on the springs in the rear, and I moved them back up maybe a half an inch just to kind of, because it was kind of too hard. You know, I'm about 200, maybe 205, and I just feel like it was kind of a little too stiff, so we loosened it up a little bit. But yeah, can't wait to rip it in the trails. And if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. Leave this video a big thumbs up. Even if you didn't like today's video, leave it a big thumbs up. Turn on your post notifications, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace!